I never really knew what it would take to be the king of Gotham until the 8th episode of The Penguin. That's right, friends. I'm the man you may know as Z, and I'm here to talk about the absolutely fantastic, not only season finale, but just the season of The Penguin, which could quite possibly be one of the greatest villain turns / origin stories I think I've ever seen. I'm not one for origin stories all that much, but this was just absolutely brilliant, fantastic. Amazing performances all around. Let's just get right into it. There's going to be spoilers. We're going to talk about a lot. But we'll see what some other people are saying, and we'll kind of connect all the threads. First of all, let's take a look. Forget the Joker. The Penguin just created the best villain for the Batman Part 2. I don't know about all that, but let's talk about the Penguin Season 1. Essentially, it takes off right after right after The Batman. And here you have the Penguin, who's just kind of a lowly worker for the Falcons. Not a made man, and not in any, he was in charge of some things, but he was not important. And what ends up happening is a series of events that eventually lead to him being the king of the Gotham Underground. He ends up getting mad at the Falcons. The father, the main father, has died, and they did replace him, but it was needed. They needed to have somebody else come in and play the father, because some of those scenes with Sophia were just really good. But essentially, he had two kids who were going to take over, and he asked the daughter to take over, but he senses something's off about her. And he ends up, she uncovers that he is actually a serial killer. He's actually the, not the Gotham Strangler. He is the Hangman. And eventually, she gets put away in prison for that, because the Penguin turns her in, says, look, she's been meeting with reporters. So then the Penguin meets up with her brother and wants to start some new enterprise with him, but it turns out that he is, in fact, also, he's just unhinged. He's a drug addict, and he doesn't respect Oz, so Oz kills him. So then Sophia gets out, and the wheels start to turn in the underground as Sophia wants to present a new drug to the underground. And Oz takes that opportunity to join himself with her, takes the drugs from her, sets her up to the point where, she's getting betrayed. He's eliciting the Maronis to help him. And eventually all of his schemes end up in a battle between himself and the Maronis, where he takes out the Maronis. Sophia tries to end his drug empire by capturing him. She captures him like 3 times. He's like, should be called the Penguin. Should be called the Slippery Snake. He's getting away all the time. And then he ends up as the they try to hypnotize his mom into killing him. That doesn't work. And then instead of the final sequence is just so good. It's unbelievable. He tells Sophia, he takes Sophia for a drive, and he's like, he takes her out, and she thinks he's going to shoot her in the head. He's like, turn around, Sophia. And she thinks that he's going to end her. She like takes her last breath. And before that, he said, I'm going to send you to hell. She's like, well, I have a seat waiting for you. What she didn't realize is that he meant to send her back to Arkham, which is just brilliant, because she wanted to escape this life. She's very self-destructive, but ultimately he sent her back to the place that she hated the most, which would be Arkham Asylum. Really amazing. And then he realizes that his weakness is his family, that he cares about people. And he takes Vic, the young kid that he's been the surrogate father to, and he kills Vic with his own bare hands as an act of respect to him, I guess. But it takes this character that we were sympathetic to, and it's been dripping on us like, maybe he's not that sympathetic. Like, he was always playing himself as the underdog. Like, oh, we never been given nothing. And we got to work our way up from the streets. Well, not only did he kill Vic with his bare hands, but he also killed his brothers. He allowed them to drown while he stayed with his mother. And then the piece de resistance, the perfect ending, is he gives his mom the penthouse view that she always wanted, that he always claimed that she wanted and wanted to give her. But she's in a vegetative state, and his girlfriend dresses just like her, and he dances with her, and it's just a remarkable bit of acting and acting and prosthetics, and I couldn't say more. If Colin Farrell doesn't win several awards for this, I'll be shocked. Just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Loved every bit of it. But is the Penguin the best character for the Batman? Now, here's the interesting part. Barry Keogh has a cut scene, a sequence from the Batman movie where he interacts with the Batman, and it's very good interaction. You don't get to see him a lot, and I don't like his... He's like a rotting corpse. Like, I don't really understand what they're going with in the makeup department there. Like, the Joker isn't supposed to be absolutely hideous to look at. He has to pass as a human, you know what I mean? But they have a very interesting conversation. How does the Penguin now... I think this is an outstanding performance for a Batman villain, but his interaction with... there is no Batman in this series. How would they even react together? I don't even know. I don't even know if I think that's the best idea. Let's take a look at we're going to talk a little bit about the twisted ending from Forbes. Ooh, they're going to break it down for us. Ends on a disturbing note as the titular villain shows his true colors, completing his ascendancy. I think they absolutely... Colin Farrell, Christina Milioti. Brilliant. And I don't know what this means for Batman Part 2. Is he going to be a footnote? He was kind of a footnote in the Batman. While I liked him, I didn't understand why they spent so much time putting him in all that makeup for him to do not much of anything. And it's funny because Sophia wanted the mind games so bad that she could not understand. She couldn't just finish them. She could have just finished them several times. And she just could not. She couldn't do it. It is interesting that Rex Calabrese was going to kill young Oz. I like the actor who plays young Oz. I thought that kid was great. He really he captured the essence of him. And then now Oz understands that his not only does his mom not respect him, but she hates him. All of it, it's just crazy. I just love how it all worked together. In fact, he wouldn't have really gotten to where he was without Vic. That kid was great, absolutely great actor, and he convinced Zhao's right hand, Link, to betray him. It's all of it, just well written. A lot of it plays off in the beginning. They hit back. I love the part where where Oz is driving Sophia and they're just having another conversation. He's like, "Oh, just like where we used to be, Sophia. This is how we used to be." And Sophia's still alive. I was not. I think that's the best part. I was fully expecting her to die. I was like, "There's no way this story moves forward without her dying." She doesn't die. Vic dies, and that is just absolutely wow. I love it. Love every bit of it. Colin Farrell, towards the end of the series, he was starting to lose it. He was not real thrilled with the show. In essence, he was like, I can't do this makeup anymore. It's killing me. It's driving me crazy. He said he's really not nice on set. And I can only imagine the transformation is unbelievable. And then now he says, so, season 2, of course I would do it. I don't know if he could, but it's crazy. He's like, I do believe I know him better than anyone. I really like the guy who played the Penguin from Gotham. I really liked him, and I thought he set a really good groundwork for this show. But Colin Farrell just takes it to another level. Yeah, the reports that Colin Farrell is finished with the Penguin are greatly exaggerated. He's an Irish actor. If you ever hear him with his real accent, you'd be like, oh my God, he's never going to play the Penguin. He doesn't even understand what the Penguin is. But no, 3 hours in the makeup chair. I never would have put that suit and that head on again. But that's not true, because they're going to get a lot of awards for this. If there's a great idea for season 2, and it was really as good as season 1, then he'd do it. I would say the bar is very high. He says, for me, the bar for success is not very high. And for him, it's like, do most people like it? Well, that's cool that he's only in it if people really enjoyed it. I thought for 8 hours, like, congratulations to the showrunner. And apparently it's a massive success. They doubled the audience watching from the premiere to the end. So good job. I thought it was great. Let's keep it going. I don't know if there's a story out there to be told, but I would love to see other stories done like this if they have it in them. Maybe it's, Poison Ivy. Maybe they could do somebody else to make it more interesting. But wow, he's just so grounded in this. And his ability to emote under 3 hours and 20 pounds of prosthetics. It's just very, very interesting. So, what did you guys think? Did you enjoy this as much as I did? I really loved all of it. I thought it was fantastic. Can give it an A+. Not much more I could ask for. As for, I'm not typically a fan of gangster shows, but this is just brilliant. Loved all the gangster stuff. I didn't even look at the Rotten Tomatoes for it, because I just didn't care. I was too excited to catch it. And now I'm sad that it's over. But we can always watch it again. Right? That's what we can always do. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. I just wanted to see if I could see it real quick. What's the rating on it? The Penguin. Are they going to show us? Yeah, let's check this out. Just real quick. Limited series. Let's go. Oh, 95%, 92%. I couldn't agree more. Absolutely. I think it's an A+. So, yeah, I'll show you guys, because I'm not showing you this page. Brilliant. Loved it. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Do they do somebody different? Do you want to see the Joker? I don't necessarily want to see the Joker. I think after Joker 2, he needs to be put to sleep for a little while. Really good to see the Penguin. Mr. Freeze? I don't know. Might be interesting. Anyway, thanks for catching it. Love all you guys. But I'm on.
Live
to the next one.
And catch us on all the socials. Don't forget to like and subscribe.